Wow.
the land of the free and the brave.
Holy cow.
I love my country, they can't take that away. Against all odds, he made fortune and fame. Legendary. Us patriots won't let you lock him away. Trump say the USA. Loves his country. Trump say the USA. Trump say the USA. Trump, he say the USA. Oh yeah,
He had lost.
yeah, he did. Red, white, and blue. 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 Working hard, fighting with Uncle Sam. Working hard. Leave your family and go fight for the land. Freedom. You Democrats scared of the orange man. No politician, Trump's a businessman. Red, white, and blue, that's all the DJ was playing. We won't let you liberals cheat us again. So we fight for the right Republican Party. Vote Donald Trump. USA, land of the free. USA, home of the brave. From the land of the free and the brave. USA, I love my country, they can't take that away. Against all odds, he made fortune and fame. Legendary. Us patriots won't let you lock him away. Trump say the USA. Loves his country. Trump say the USA. Trump say the USA. Trump, he say the USA. Oh yeah.
If they can do that to him, what can they do to you and me? Wow. Dude, I turned on the freaking news and I heard that and I was like, you gotta be shitting me. All 39. Dude, I have been involved in hey gun people, I don't know if I said that. I have been involved in so many cases where hardcore felons, career felons with 30 and 40 prior convictions facing over 150 years in prison for stabbings and cuttings. I've never seen any criminal case where every charge the DA charged, the jury found him guilty. They always go for the higher, the lower, the in-between. They can't decide. They find him guilty on 5 or 6. Never have I seen the entire sheet, the entire charging sheet. They call it pleading to the sheet. If you plead guilty to everything, then it's called pleading to the sheet. He pled to the sheet. Didn't get any deals. He just pled guilty to the whole sheet in return for light sentence. I've never seen a jury unanimously vote guilty on all charges, especially 39 charges. People, this whole scam, the way they've been doing it, they didn't let the jury have the jury instructions. They had 49 pages of jury instructions one of the juries asked a question and they said, sorry, you can't see it. We read them to you. They said you didn't need a unanimous vote to find him guilty. Now they're saying it was unanimous. They were kicking people off of the jury if they even watched Fox News. Yet they had people that were identified as hating Trump and showing up against in Trump rally protests, and they allowed them to stay on the jury. This complete, I really thought our system would be like, there's got to be one person on that jury that says this is so bullshit. 39 counts, guilty on all. There's all kind of live footage if you're watching on TV about him trying to get out of the city of New York right now. I'm sure. Let's see if Fox has it. I never can watch Fox. They're freaking CNN will let anybody watch them. Freaking Fox, you got to subscribe and do other bullshit. And we wonder why we can't get our fucking message out. Anyway, I just wanted everybody to know. I thought that was pretty fucked up. I know the Republicans won't do shit. I mean, we have no representation. We really don't. Oh, sentencing was July 11th. I didn't hear that. I knew sentencing would be in a couple weeks, but let's see. What are we? May? So we're going to be all of June. So they give them 40 days. This is when we need a large, peaceful protest in New York. I would love it if New York burned tonight. I would love it. Not that I'm encouraging violence. I would just freaking love it. Nice, peaceful protests. Those jurors, it's only a matter of time till they can't, a liberal can't help but run his freaking mouth. Those jurors are going to identify themselves and be leaking the shit they talked about, how they were joking and laughing and they were convicted Trump and how proud they are. And it's only a matter of time. This guy, 70 something, I don't know how old Trump is, close to 70, maybe 71 or something, but his entire life never arrested or committed a crime, never caught or charged anyway. His entire life. And he runs for president and they charge him with 39 counts. And he's guilty on all 39 in liberal ass New York with a crooked DA, working with a crooked Biden administration, working behind the scenes. People, if you weren't worried about the survival of this country before, they are just getting bolder and bolder in ignoring the Constitution, ignoring the rule of law. It's political, everything. And you either fight back or you join, because the left, they're going to get you one way or another. They're going to get the guns. They're going to get free speech. They already got free speech, and they already got most of the damn guns anyway. They're completely going to destroy and get rid of that Constitution. And you know what? Hell, I ain't got that much longer anyway. I've always said I just want the freaking R2 to start while I'm still young enough to fight in it. I don't want it happening when I'm freaking old and on my deathbed and I can't do shit. Biden's son, cocaine in the White House, freaking his laptop, all the money they're getting, the payback, the bribery, nothing. Not one charge. And they go after Trump after the Fed said the people in charge of finance law said it's not a violation. And the DA said, we don't care. We're charging them anyway. And they got a conviction. Wow. The only thing I can hope for is this scares the shit out of people on the fence that want to sit here and go, well, Trump got rid of bump stock, so he's no good. And if we don't get somebody like Trump in there to clean house and to knock people's dick in the dirt who are doing this shit, I don't give a shit who we put in there. We're still toast. Trump is the only one that's going to have a full, wide open eyes on how dangerous an unaccountable government can be. And that's who you want in office representing the people. You don't want these fucking left-wing motherfuckers who love the government, who want more government power, who want more regulation, who want more taxes, who want to take more freedoms away from Americans so they can have more power. And the Republicans ain't that much fucking better before somebody comes here and starts telling me, oh man, you're just a right wing. Shut up. Fucking dumbasses. Well, it's funny you say it was preordained, because as soon as they got the jury, Biden was supposedly scheduling his press conference in New York. Evidently, Biden's either there or going there to do a press conference. And he would not have planned that unless he knew there was a guilty verdict. He doesn't want to go all the way there to say he's not guilty. Well, maybe he would. Maybe he'd want to go there just to stir up the people and say, oh, we need to get a hold. I mean, wow. Yeah, it's the Republicans are worse. Well, dude, you lost me there, because Republicans are not fucking worse. If you're a liberal, identify yourself as a liberal. Don't just come here and make statements. Say, I'm a fucking liberal. I'm proud of it. And please give me a list of everything how liberalism has made this country better. Please. Yeah, I don't know if this is white. If this is white people, this is definitely conservative, constitutional, somebody who loves America. So I think people that love America are in all colors. So I don't know if I would say this is a white thing, but doesn't help him. I mean, if this was Obama, he'd get off because it's a black thing for sure. You don't believe he'll clean house. He may not be able to clean house. President can only do so much. But he would have a better view. Once government puts their boot on you, you may be a little radical before, but once you feel the boot on your neck, it's an eye-opening experience. And Trump's eyes are wide open now. Yeah, I wish it guaranteed Trump to win. I don't think it does. I think the left will spin this and will just cheat harder and do more fake ballots. I don't understand how anybody thinks that they stole the election once. Why wouldn't they steal it again? I remember all this is done off of a stolen election. Election fraud was so blatant. So many states now are coming out saying there was election fraud. We know it. It wasn't. There's more votes than registered voters and more. I mean, election fraud is 1,000 times more provable than climate change. And they stole the election from him. And Republicans are sitting up there now in the House, Senate, doing nothing. No precautions, no doing away with electronic ballots, none of this fucking COVID. You can vote for 6 months out of the year and mail it in and fucking, drop it on a street. And if somebody finds it, they can turn it in for. I mean, there's just no qualifications or checks on our voting process now. I did hear that he opened a website immediately after this happened and people started giving money. Let's see. I mean, even though I knew how crooked our government can do, and I knew that I don't put nothing past the left, when I saw this, I literally felt like I got kicked in the gut and went, no way. And I am the most freaking not trusting a government out there. And even I had a hard time believing when I saw it. 39 felony counts. He's been ordered to sit in the court, shut his mouth. He couldn't go home for the verdict. He couldn't leave the courtroom. Everybody leaves the courtroom for a verdict. I've never in 30 years in law enforcement seen to where somebody has to stay in the courtroom and wait for the verdict. Now, in criminal cases, if you're in jail, you go back to jail and they bring you back. But somebody not in custody have to sit in the courtroom and wait for the verdict, even though he's already out on bail and you know he's not going to be taken into custody. In a criminal case, once you're found guilty, you're taken into custody and you go straight to jail. But in this case, he's not being hooked in jail. He's already out on bail. I don't even know. I mean, they're felony counts. I'm so lost on all the charges that he has. I thought he had 91 total charges. Just in this one case, it was 36 or 39. Out freaking outrageous. Oh, sorry. I didn't share. I'm trying to see if somebody's giving some updates. Before I came up here, they had the motorcade leaving. Live returns. I think he's already out of the city, though. I haven't heard what. Man, he's got to be. I don't know how he's not a broken man. I mean, to sit through this and to do this. Wow. Unfreaking believable. You know, that's why people are like, oh, man, what happens if Russia, we get in a world war? You know what? Lots of things can happen in a world war. Friendly fire. Assholes get shot in the back. Lots of things can happen if there's a war. Oh, Hillary's committed so many damn felonies. Her server, her classified documents. I mean, it's just. Yeah, I think they're going to throw him in jail. There's a big problem with him going to jail because he's a president and it would take. I mean, like a 75, I don't even know how they would remove his Secret Service protection. All presidents get Secret Service protection. So if he goes to jail, they would have to allow his Secret Service team in there. Most jails don't allow firearms. Secret Service ain't going to go into jail to protect the president without their firearms. They don't go anywhere without their firearms. So if they put him in jail, the complications are huge. Now, what they could do is they could order the Secret Service to stand down, let the deputies take him into custody and force him in jail without protection and say, fight to get your protection back. I mean, who doesn't think who doesn't think they're capable of that? I mean, I would love to see this cause an uprising and millions of people like on January 6th show up and said, he ain't going to jail. It's game on. Now what? That would be a great day in America, I think. What are they going to do? They're going to start shooting and killing everybody in the streets just to put Trump in jail? They might. They probably would. This is, the country is already so divided, and for the libs to do this, I mean, they just don't care. And all governments that fail reach this pivotal point to where they have no respect for the slaves. They don't fear the slaves. They have all the power. They usually have all the weapons. And they're like, what are they going to fucking do? We got the guns. We got the power. We got the military. Fuck the peasants. So every government that fails always thinks they can't fail. And then somehow the people rise up and the government fails. How many times have we had to evacuate our embassies because a country went into civil war? It's not that rare. The only difference is in this country, there's a lot of armed people. Except for dumbass liberals calling for more gun control, which is great. Wonderful. Oh, no shit. Isn't that convenient? Sentencing 4 days before the Republican National Convention. I think there's a way to get an expedited hearing in a Supreme Court, because this falls close to a national emergency or a national security issue. He's the top leading candidate for the president, which means he is authorized to receive security briefings and updates. So when and if he takes over, he has to go. See, I think the Dems know Biden is either going to die or be dead by the election, or die shortly after the election. They're going to poison his ass and kill him. If Biden dies, it's going to be the left. Freaking Republicans, most Republicans don't give a shit. They hate him. He's a dumbass. The left hates him because he might lose to a Republican. So if he dies, it'll be a Dem. And I mean, they don't want Trump in there because they can just keep it with him in there. Then he dies right after the election. They get to go status quo. Very, very evil. Let's see. So then do his guns get confiscated? Well, if he's a convicted felon, he loses his right to vote. He loses his right to own firearms. There's a lot of things that he loses, which I don't like either of those freaking laws. I don't think just because you're a convicted criminal, you should lose your constitutional rights. Maybe while you're in custody, you can lose rights that you can't exercise because you're in custody. But once you're out, I don't think you ought to be losing your rights. Wow, I'm just freaking shocked. So what's going to happen to Trump? Yeah, I don't know. They're going to sentence him, and then they're going to have to deal with how to get him in jail or how to keep him out of jail, or how they're going to get Secret Service in there, or how they're going to pull his secret. You know, the left would love to pull his Secret Service, put him in jail, and then Epstein his ass. Oop, the cameras broke. Oops, the guards went to sleep, and Trump hung himself. I mean, they would love to freaking Epstein his ass. And if the American people allow him to go to jail, we deserve what we get. I mean, we've already allowed, in my book, way too much. And you deserve the government you get. So I'm just so bummed. And I'm sure there's a lot of people that are happy. You know, one man's bad news, another man's good news. I'm a libertarian. Look, don't expect anything out of the Democrats, period. The Republicans don't do shit when they're in power. Yeah, well, then be libertarian, and please tell me what the libertarians have done. You know, everybody's like, oh man, the Republican, I'm not voting, I'm voting libertarian. Tell me what the libertarians have done. Besides, mess up an election. Yeah, it kind of is. Well, look, our country's been going downhill and we're watching and people are busy and it's just a bad day, man. But there's a lot of people that think it's a good day. So 12 idiots. Hey, 12 idiots let OJ go. OJ killed his wife, bloody glove, DNA. His wife, he was there. He was on the phone. He got on a phone and said, I want to kill myself. I need to end it. Right after he killed him, he got in a police chase. They finally caught him. The jury said, we know he was guilty, and we let him go anyway. And in this case, the jury said, we know he's innocent, but we're going to convict him anyway. Wow. I keep telling people, you better, if you've waited now to buy guns and ammo, I think it's too late. You're going to be a victim. I don't know when Barry Cooper's coming on. Last message I sent him, he said he wanted to talk before. He said, when could he call? I told him when to call and never heard from him. The election comes down to how many hate Trump and how many hate Biden. I'm not voting for Trump because I hate Biden. I do hate Biden, but I hate all left-wing, liberal, left-wing assholes. It's not just Biden. Weak men make hard times. Weak men aren't stopping what's going on with our government. Weak men are allowing our government to do what it is. Weak men are put in power. Weak men are making policy. Weak men are getting rid of the Constitution. Weak men make hard times. It's freaking coming. Site crashed. Really? What crashed? Am I not? I'm still showing live and I got viewers. I don't think I've crashed. The website is crashing. So many are responding. Oh, his website for donating money is crashing. Well, I just look, man. I know I just popped in here real quick. I don't want to keep you guys long. It's 27 minutes. I wanted everybody to know. I think most people that know me know my thoughts. This is just freaking bullshit. But it is what it is. Good luck, America. No. R2. No, he can still run. Y'all take care. Good luck, people.